It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot in my mouth.
Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by David Duchovny. He's a two-time Golden Globe Award winner who spent 9 seasons chasing aliens as Fox Mulder in The X-Files and another 7 playing a self-destructing novelist on Californication. He also has a shelf of published novels, a collection of poetry, as well as his 4th studio album as a musician on the way. It's called Prince of Pieces, set to release on August 13th. David Duchovny, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What's going through your head as you prepare to take on the Hot Ones gauntlet? Are you someone who enjoys a spicy meal?
No, I'm not at all. I'm completely unprepared and ill-prepared to be doing this. I'm the last person on earth who should be doing this. I don't know. We'll see how my body holds up.
We will see. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready. What is this called?
That's what Shishito said.
That's funny. I'm laughing already. Anywhere I bite it.
Anywhere.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
How did you come up with this idea? Because I was doing a podcast for a couple of years, and it is you get stuck in these kind of grooves of like call and response, and you do want to like smack somebody and get something new. And I found that like I would always want to ask really smart questions, and that smart questions are the worst questions to ask because they have an answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Dumb questions are the best.
Those are well, I've got plenty of dumb questions for you today. You ready? So the title of your new album, Prince of Pieces, is one letter away from Prince of Peace, which is a pretty loaded pun, even for an English major.
Yeah.
What's the backstory behind the wordplay and title there?
Well, I'm a fan of wordplay on Jesus. There's a pizzeria called Prince of Pizza. Nothing,
shout out.
Nothing. Prince of Pieces just came to me as in a dream, maybe driving, something. I was like, yeah, because we compartmentalize. Like I'm a compartmentalized 21st century man. I've got walled off places in my soul. I've got walled off places in my being. So we're all kind of prince and princesses of pieces here in our modern day life. So I was like, okay, let's start with that, and let's write a rock song about it. Feeling rather confident. I think it's false confidence.
Many such cases after the first wing on this show.
Shit.
This next one is called Hot Bergine.
What?
Hot Bergine.
I got to go back to school on that one.
So at Princeton, your senior thesis was on Samuel Beckett's early novels, and then decades later, you have a podcast called Feel Better.
Yeah.
What was it about Beckett that followed you from a 21-year-old's thesis to a 60-something's podcast?
People think of Beckett or his 20th century philosophy or existentialism being pessimistic, but in actuality, it's kind of optimistic through the lens of failure. I've never learned anything from winning. I've only learned from failing. I've only learned from difficult situations.
Can you, in plain English and succinctly as possible?
That wasn't English. That's true. It wasn't English.
In English and succinctly as possible, how would you distill the argument that you were making in your thesis, which was titled The Schizophrenic Critique of Pure Reason in Beckett's Early Novels?
Yeah, that was dumb. So I was young, right? I was basically looking at it, like to distill it, it's like the only sane response to an insane world is insanity. That would be the cliche. So I was looking at these crazy French philosophers who were rebelling against Freudian like neuroses and saying somebody like Schreber or somebody like these people that we think of as crazy are actually a conduit to the truth of what's really happening, because all our neurosis is just like one shade of gray. They may be in pain, but they're living the entire Technicolor universe, you know? So it's a little cavalier with respect to mental illness, you know, because that is painful for people, very painful. But it was like trying to open a window into more color.
Well, you know,
I don't know. It wasn't a very good thesis.
Well, you know what's a thesis that I think we carry here, where the answer to insanity is simply more insanity. And if you're ready, we can continue that train with wing number 3.
That was good. Yeah. What's this one called?
It's called pickled garlic sriracha. Not as funny as that's what Shishido said.
At least it's honest. Already I'm thinking something's happening. Oh, I feel that one a little more.
You grew up in the Ukrainian village on Manhattan's East Side. For the uninitiated, what's the ultimate order at Veselka on 2nd Avenue?
I think it's cheese pierogi. I'd have to go with cheese pierogi. Potato pierogi, also good, but cheese pierogi for me.
I understand that you and your friends would play baseball at the St. Mark's Church in the Bowery Cemetery, and then you would use the gravestones as bases. Just reaching here, but do you remember who was buried at home plate?
I think it might have been Brevoort. There were all these Dutch names, right? Everybody is Dutch who's buried there. It's Peter Stuyvesant is actually buried there. Stuyvesant might have been second base, but all Dutch names were the names of bases.
What was the best concert or show that you got to see or at least hear through the walls when you were working as a bartender at Radio City Music Hall?
That's a great question. I watched all, because we would set up and we would just have to serve drinks at intermission. So after we broke the stations down, we could go watch. The memory that sticks with me, I watched Prince do a sound check. He's got like a big overcoat on, and he's walking through the seats at Radio City, and he goes to a spot, and he flips his coat back, and he flips his coat back up, and he walks to another spot, and he goes. He does this like 10, I'm just watching Prince move from space to space at Radio City Music Hall, do a little shimmy, pop it back on. That's all, I didn't talk to him. I didn't ask him, like, is that like, it's cool here, it's good sound, you know? So that was my Prince story. All right. I feel like you're gonna sucker me, but.
Never.
One of these looks particularly sweaty.
Uh-oh. Bad omen.
Yeah.
So many of the monsters in the X-Files were played by real people using practical effects.
Yeah.
Which one looked like the gnarliest or freakiest when you finally saw them in full prosthetics on set?
Well, I'll tell you a story, the opposite of that, which was we were doing some episode in like a perfect community, and the whole idea was that all the repressed shit, literally, of this community was going into the sewers, and it was creating this return of the repressed. It was creating this monster that was made out of everybody's repressed desires and everything. So it was a cool idea. But I had to see and fight off this poop monster, basically. That's what he looked like. He was poopish. I just always made me laugh. That was he was my mortal enemy for that day. Oh, fancy. I feel like this is the turn. I feel like this is when it starts to get weird.
Mm-hmm. And then with this one in particular, it's got kind of a sweetness up front, and then you get the violence behind it.
Violence? Oh, yeah.
The story checks out.
You know what you're talking about.
Can you tell me about the time that Shaq checked out of a Laker game early to sit next to you courtside?
Yeah. It was a highlight. I have the picture. I have it framed. I look like a child next to Shaq. I look like a little baby next to Shaq.
We all do.
So the game starts, and, you know, one of the things about being at least for me, about being in the front row there was like trying to catch the eye of players that I like and just like, you know, give them like, what's up? You know, like see, you know, we know each other. So before the game, Shaq gives me and I'm like, it's Shaq. So I'm like, so the ball boy comes to me and it says, Shaq wants you to know that he doesn't watch the X-Files when you're not on it. I'm like, you tell him I don't watch the Lakers when he's injured. So like, they go back, and Shaq's like, So it's like, me and Shaq. So they kill Portland, and Shaq gets taken out in the middle of the fourth quarter because it's over. But instead of going to the bench, Shaq sat next to me. And I'm like, me and Shaq are going to be friends now. Look at this. I said, you really, I didn't say this because not as lame. But I basically said, you kicked Sabonis's ass tonight. And he was like, Sabonis don't want no part of me. I was like, well, yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. But that was like the end, and I thought me and Shaq were really going to have something. So, Shaq,
if you're watching this,
I'm still here. This is a situation. Oh, this is going to be trouble. Mm-hmm. I can tell.
So, when you were a TA at Yale, I heard you say that you were too much of a performer as a teacher and too much of a teacher as an actor. Can you unpackage that?
Acting is about reaction and about instinct. It's not about intellectual, it's not about thinking, it's about feeling. So I was coming into it. In fact, that's why I became an actor, was I think I wanted to educate that part of myself, that was the feeling part of myself. Aside from whatever would happen, making a living, having a career, whatever, I think just naturally I gravitated towards this space because I wanted to educate my emotions the way my head had been educated. So there I was, but I was just using my head. Because that's all I had been taught to use. Acting is just reaction, just like gut it out. Just try and educate your gut, try and listen to your gut, try and work with your gut. Which is probably what I'm doing here.
Certainly I have an educated gut over
later
here.
On,
yeah.
Later on, my
grad
gut
school
will have
level
a lot
gut
to say.
over here.
Eight dragons? This is the sweaty one. Not yet. I bet this is a
lot like 5, where it has a very sweet, and then because of the texture, it's almost candied. It's kind of like a spicy candy in a way.
Yeah.
But then...
Oh, there it is.
It's happening.
There it is. All right.
A feeling I know all too well.
Sneaky fucker.
As a novelist yourself, was there an aspect of playing a novelist in Californication that hit closest to home? Like, in what way do you most relate to Hank as a writer?
What I always responded to with Hank was Hank had this thing he would do after every, when he finished. He would have whiskey, weed, and Warren Zevon. And so that idea of like having gone through this gauntlet of trying to write something.
Building a reward.
Yeah, and just like to sit back and go, well, we did that, now we can treat ourselves.
All right. Well, we're only 3 wings away from little weed and Warren Zevon ourselves. If you're ready to move on, this next one is called The Bomb Beyond Insanity.
I've been warned about this one, I think.
For good reason.
Yeah, there's something there. Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I was getting cocky.
It humbles us all.
Yeah.
This sauce.
Yeah. Okay. Do I look like you right now?
I hope I look like you, by the way. I hope I look like you.
You look so,
what do I look
you
like?
Look sad.
It's a lot of years doing this,
But you still,
and this sauce in particular.
You're still so good at it, though. You're there. You're present.
I'm present.
It's
I'm
so
connected.
I've done so many interviews with people.
Yeah.
People that get lauded for being interviewers, and they're nowhere to be found. They're not present. You are present, so thank you for that. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot in my mouth.
Well, you and me both. There's a presence and an awareness and a shared experience there.
Okay.
But
do you mind if I have a little milk?
No, please.
Cheers.
Do you have...
Oh, that just spread it to my lips.
There's no escaping this. Do you have a fondest memory from playing in those MTV Rock N Jock games? It is kind of crazy how you're on a softball team with like Frank Thomas and Ken Griffey Jr. And then you're playing basketball alongside Clifford Robinson and Queen Latifah.
Yes.
Like, what do you remember about those experiences?
So much. Because, because I was big, I wanted to be an athlete. That would have been my dream. So the whole MTV Rock N Jock thing was a fantasy for me. But the basketball one, Cliff Robinson was on my team, and Boys to Men was on the other team. One of the Boys to Men, do you know the term low bridge?
No, put me on game.
Low bridge is like, can I stand up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like if somebody goes up to dunk or for a layup, and you kind of like you take their legs out. You know, you kind of get low. It's a dirty play. So, Boys to Men, low bridge, Cliff Robinson. Not all three of them. One of them. I don't know who it was.
The bad boy.
Wanye. That I know one of their names. Cliff Robinson comes back. And he's like, I'm gonna fuck up Boys to Men. It's like, all of a sudden, Cliff Robinson is going to beat up Boys to Men. And we're like, Cliff, no. He's like, could have ended his career. It was a shitty move. It was a bad move. Because Cliff went down on his hip. And I really thought he was gonna go after Boys to Men. But
He's cutthroat.
He controlled himself.
Those Rock and Jock games are cutthroat.
Yeah, right? It could have been so great if Cliff Robinson went after Boys to Men. And also, Reggie Miller's on the other team. And I'm a Knick fan, and
You wanted vengeance. You wanted revenge.
I was going to fuck up Reggie Miller. So I get the ball, and I'm like, I do something, and I pull up for a jumper, and I hit it. I'm like, oh, thank God. Fuck you, Reggie Miller. And buzzer sounds like a minute later, and I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller comes up, and he's like, hey, man, me and my sister are such big fans. Could we have a picture? I'm like, Reggie Miller. My man, Reggie Miller. Oh, yeah, sure. So me and Reggie are fine. A little burpy, but here we go. Oh. I'm nervous about this one. Do you ever feel it on the tip of your nose?
So,
Itchy?
at this point, like, my lips are numb, and then my throat.
You're a magician.
Yeah.
What happened to my throat just when you said that? Yeah.
So I've heard you say that the Larry Sanders Show is the only show that you've ever binged. Is that still the case? And what was it about Larry that had that kind of magnetism for you?
So I was up in Vancouver working on the X-Files, and I just said, please just send me those tapes. And that sound, remember the theme song, da 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 da, like that would just make me happy. So I got to do Sanders, and I got to meet Gary, and we do a scene. He does this, which is a Gary thing. Like the director calls cut, and Gary goes, how old are you? And I said, 32. And he goes, what took you so long? And just saying that makes me want to tear up because, like, you know, like it was like being anointed by the king of comedy. You know, like he's saying, like, you're doing something, you know? The greatest compliment I've ever gotten from somebody who I respected in that way. And the way it came was just the greatest way. And he was just a prince that way.
Larry Sanders Show. Back then would have avoided Hot Ones, but you didn't today.
Yeah.
You can't. But thankfully there's only one more wing to go.
Who is this? Yeah, sure. All right, so, okay, dab it. Oh.
Dab it. Textbook. Perfect.
I'm sure I'm gonna regret that.
And with that, the wings of death are behind us. As we've learned today, you've lived a very rich, artistic, and creative intellectual life from bohemian New York City to the corridors of academia to the heights of Hollywood. I'm curious at this stage in your career, what are the notes from your younger self that play in your head? Like, do you have any foundational advice for someone in their 20s, whether it's as simple as wear SPF or as heady as read more Beckett?
That's a good question. I think just embrace the shadow. however that happens. Just embrace the opposite, embrace the darkness. It's not dark, it's the richness. And don't be afraid, because it's all going to end at one point.
And you know what? We certainly embraced the darkness today.
You did.
But look at you, David Duchovny, taking on the wings of death and living to tell the tale. Now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, or this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
I've got this album, Prince of Pieces, coming out. And I just finished up a movie that I wrote called, I don't remember, Soapbox. And I was able to act with my daughter, which was just a dream come true. For me, not for her. That's all I can think. A book of poetry is out right now. Blah, blah, blah. You know, like if you like my stuff, you like my stuff. You'll go find it. Thank you. I enjoyed, regardless of that stuff, I enjoyed the interview.
Oh, thank you very much. And enjoying the ice cream.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit. The gift that keeps on giving up.
Hey, what's going on, Hot Ones fans? This is a very special announcement for the Heat heads out there. If you're someone who needs a little spice in your life, then the Hot Ones monthly subscription box from Heatonist is for you. This monthly delivery from Heatonist features a trio of saucy surprises each month. You can always count on a fresh assortment and be the first to try new Hot One sauces. By now you know the drill, Heatonist.com, Heatonist.com, that's Heatonist.com to get your hands on the Hot Ones monthly subscription box. Get it for yourself or get it for a friend. Trust us, you don't want to go another month without it.